Good morning, students. We have already learned inertia, then types of inertia, then some of the daily situations or applications of inertia where we are making use of inertia. So, in the types of inertia, we discussed the inertia of rest, inertia of motion, and inertia of direction. The inability of a body to change the state of rest by its own is called inertia of rest. The inability of a body to change the uniform motion along a straight line by its own is called inertia of direction, inertia of motion. And the inability of a body to change the direction of motion by its own is called inertia of direction. So accordingly, we discussed some of the applications or some of the daily situations where we are making use of inertia. Today's class also based on the same concept, and today also we will be discussing some more applications regarding with the inertia. So I have quoted some of the applications. First one is mud guard. Mud guard, or we say mud guard. It is not mud guard, it is mud guard, that which is guarding the vehicle from mud. So imagine this is the tire of a vehicle, and the tire is rotating in this direction, that is anti-clockwise direction. So the tire is rotating in an anti-clockwise direction, so that the vehicle move in this direction. So while the tire is rotating in this direction, the vehicle will move in this direction. So we are imagining the tire is actually moving in a muddy road, and there is a wet muddy road, so that we are imagining a mud is sticked on the tire at that point. Now since the tire is rotating or circulating, we have to say rotation actually. Since the tire is rotating anti-clockwise, at this point, if the mud was here, how the mud will be moved? That is what we are going to look. So, if the motion is in a straight line, then the direction of motion we can easily predict. For example, if a body is moving in this direction, then the direction of motion is this one alone. Here the vehicle is, or the tire is actually rotating. So at this point, what is the direction of motion at this point? That's what we are going to look. For that, I am considering a straight line. Okay, this straight line actually meeting the circle at that point alone. So this particular line, or this particular line segment, which means the circle at that point alone, this point alone, is called actually tangent to the circle. So this line is tangent to the circle since it is meeting at a single point. If you are considering this point, then we have to draw like this. Okay, so this is a tangent. Since this is the direction of rotation, so this is the direction of motion at this particular point. In this particular point, this is the direction of motion. In everywhere, by drawing the tangent, we can get the direction of motion at that point, while the body is in a rotation or circulation. So here the mud is going to move in this direction, since the direction of motion is that, because the mud itself can't change the direction of motion. So if we are having a cover in this direction, we can block the path of the mud. So this covering is nothing but a mud guard. So mud guard guards the vehicle from getting mud by making use of inertia of direction. Because of the inertia of direction alone only, the mud is moving in this direction. So we are making use the inertia of direction term. If you are considering dusting the carpet, for example, we have a carpet with dust, so there is dust in the carpet. So how we are going to dust it, or how we we are going to remove the dust from it. So we are hanging the carpet in one hand and we are going to hit the carpet with a stick. When the carpet is being hit, the carpet will move away. The carpet will move away because of the heat. So when the carpet is moving away, the dust in the carpet was at rest and it wants to continue at rest. So the carpet is moving away and the dust is remains in its position, making the dust and the carpet get detached. So now the dust is get detached from the carpet. As a result, the dust will fall down. So why the dust is getting detached? The dust get detached because of the inertia of rest of the dust. Now the same way, if fruits fall while we are shaking the branch. If you are shaking vigorously a branch, the fruit falls because when the branch is being shaken, the fruits wants to continue in the state of rest, so that the fruit and the branch get detached. So that's how the fruit is falling down, just like dust in the carpet. Caroms, if you are considering the caroms, we are considering a pile of caroms. Pile of caroms meaning we are stacking the caroms one over the other. So first one, then second one, third one, like that we are stacking it. So this stack, or this is called pile of the carom. So now the pile, we are having the pile and we are going to hit the lowest coin with a striker. So we are going to hit the lowest coin by striker. When the striker hits the lowest coin, the lowest coin will move away because of the heat. It be hit because of the heat. Now what about the remaining coins? The remaining coins was at rest and it wants to continue to be at rest. So the rest of the coins just move down and it become again at rest. So the rest of the coin will not be get moved as the lowest coin moved. So the rest of the coin remains in its stack or in its pile because of the inertia of rest. Now if you are considering effect, the elephant, if an elephant charges at you, you may be told that you have to take turns while running away from the elephant. Why we have to take turns, or what happens while we are taking turn? So if you are taking turn, meaning that both you and the elephant will be having inertia. So while taking turn, we are having inertia of direction. Now we have to consider about the mass of the person and the mass of the elephant. On considering the mass, the elephant will be having a greater mass, many times greater than the person. So the elephant is having more inertia than the person. So the person can take the turn easily than that of elephant, since the inertia of direction is less for person compared with the inertia of the elephant. So this in order to take turn, the elephant will be facing difficulty in taking turns since it is having high inertia. So this makes the elephant slows down. So when the elephant is slowing down, we can get away from the elephant. So that's why we are taking turns, or that's why we are told to take turns if an elephant charges at us. Now the last one is wearing seat belt. Why we have to wear seat belt while driving a vehicle or while being in a car? That is because of the inertia of motion. When an emergency comes, the driver has to apply the brake all of a sudden, so that the car going to slow down, whereas you will be in a condition of motion and you want to retain the same motion. So in that point, this car is decreasing its speed, whereas you don't want to decrease your speed. Okay, so what will happen? You want to remain in the initial speed, and car is slowing down, make you to being being moved from your seat, or you will be having a greater speed than that of car, because car slows down, car's speed is decreased and your speed is not being decreased in that point of time. So you will hit, or the passenger will hit the will be get hit by the car. The passenger may move forward and may get hit from the car itself, or the passenger may thrown out of the car because of the inertia of motion. The passenger continues its state of motion while the car is slows down. So it makes either the passenger may hit or within the car, or the passenger may thrown out of the car. Either situation, it is very dangerous. So if you are wearing the if you are wearing the seat belt, the seat belt can hold you from being moved forward. So that's why we have to wear the seat belt. So wearing seat belt is actually inertia of motion, and the same thing can be also related with the Newton's first law. Newton's first law and inertia, law of inertia are same. So this situation you can either relate it with the inertia, or you can also relate it with the first law. Anyway, thank you.